I'm going to use the new glue of nails for you. It's a pink glue and it's a fast set, specially for tipping. I apply the glue onto the tip and then I make sure that I don't touch the contact line of the tip, pushing her finger down until I meet the angle of her natural nail. Once that is done, I remove excess glue just behind the tip with a nail wipe. I'm going to be gluing 3 tips, applying ample amount of glue to the tip, and then place it so that I don't touch any contact lines, and then push the finger down. This way it will perfectly meet the angle of her natural nail, her natural arch. And this is the last tip. I apply again an ample amount of glue. This is a hydroquinone-free glue, so no need to worry that you might damage the hypericium. Just wipe the excess glue. Now I'm going to use a tip cutter in the Nails for You A way. If we imagine that this is one leg of an A and this is the other leg of an A, and I put my thumb in the middle, I will go like that, and I will just open it up a little bit so that I get a shorter length. I will go in again as an A, open it up just a little bit so that I get a shorter nail. Go in, open up a little bit, and get a little bit of a shorter nail. Now we will use a 100 by 100 grit file. I'm using the boomerang. I'll loosen the sidewalls and I'll put my file under that sidewall to bring it out straight, next to the sidewall to see that it doesn't flare out. The same on the other side. Under the sidewall to get it straight, next to the sidewall to prevent fanning. Then I will bend her finger down, file in a 90-degree angle to get both side walls the same length. Once I'm happy with the length, I tilt the file in a 45-degree angle and I will get a perfect square round shape. Once again, I will repeat this on the other nails. The same on that side. 90 degrees to get completely a straight nail. 45-degree angles to get a perfect square round. Once that is done, make sure to have all your dust fall on your paper towel so that you can control the dust on your table. I will now brush under the side walls to make sure that I get any unwanted pieces of plastic out under the nail. And I can take my file and just make sure that they are out. If you prefer it, you can also use the cuticle pusher and get it out with your deluxe tool or your mani-pedi tool. Once that is done, I'm going to now introduce you to a product called Ultra Blend Tip Blender. This will halve the time of your tip blending. I've shortened the bristles on this brush to help it to scrub better. We will normally do 2 fingers at a time, scrubbing only on the part of the tip that I would want to blend away. I will now go back to my first finger. I'll scrub that one, and immediately after scrubbing, I will take the purple side of my maxi board and I will just in one direction go over the tip. I will have to do that twice and then my tip will be blended. Now I go back to the second nail. I will blend it, do a third nail, go back to the one that I blended now, and then immediately after that, I will take the purple side of the maxi board and in one direction, file just in front of the line, and I will then blend this tip in. Now we don't need to use a file. If we see we have got a little bit more line, no problem. You can just go back and get a little bit more tip blender and then blend it again. Make sure to blend only on that seam because we don't want the tip to melt in front on our stress area or by the hyponychium. I'll go over it twice. If I need to add a little bit more tip blender, no problem, we can do that. Rather add more tip blender than using a 100 by 100 grit file. And there you have perfectly blended tips. I'm just going to remove the shine on the free edge as well, and then remove excess dust with my manicure brush. The nails will now be ready to receive their Ultra Cleanse and the non-acid primer called Primer Bond.